Hello friends, welcome to Yoga 413. My name is Tauni and today I'm going to be leading you in a 30-minute power yoga that emphasizes strengthening the abs and core. So anytime you see power yoga on my channel, I am assuming you are familiar with the sun salutations, A and B, and that you have a pretty regular yoga practice because I don't typically give as many physical cues in power yoga as I would say in a gentler style or beginner style class. So keep that in mind. And if you're wanting something short, 10-15 minutes, abs and core only, I'm going to link one of those classes right here in case you ever want to check that out. Let's go ahead and get started. So let's begin in a child's pose. Taking the knees wide, feet connected, lower on down to the mat. Closing your eyes, and let's just begin the class by letting go of any stuff that we need to let go of. Taking this time for you, for your practice, as you begin to lengthen both the inhale and the exhale. Checking in with your own body, being mindful of anything that might feel a little tender today. Setting that personal intention for your practice. Let's begin to rise up into a tabletop as we begin to move the spine, arching the back, opening the chest for cow pose, and then rounding, arching the back up for cat. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Begin to focus not only on your breath, but since we're focusing on that core today in class, let's mentally go there. That mind-body connection, feeling the engagement of the muscles, feeling the stretch and the opening in the opposite direction. Just moving, enjoying, and being thankful for the bodies that we have. Coming to a neutral spine, take that right foot out like a kickstand, lift into a supported side plank. Begin to gently open the hips by pressing them forward. And then coming down to all fours and switching sides. Again, pressing the hips forward, stacking them, one on top of the other. And come down. Let's begin to flow. So as you inhale, open the body up. As you exhale, you come back to that tabletop. Moving at a pace that works for you. And again, feeling that strength in that midsection. Moving through the flow one more time on each side. And then coming into downward facing dog. Finding that foundation in your hands and feet. Maybe bending the knees, pedaling it out. And then when you're ready, find your pose, find stillness. As the hips lift up, the heels release down. Begin to look forward and step to the top of your mat. Deeply bend your knees, place the belly on the thighs. Let's start to say hello to those hamstrings in the back of the body. Releasing any tension in the neck, shoulders. We're going to begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Arriving in Tadasana, mountain pose. Begin to reach the arms up, turn the gaze up. Swan dive to forward fold Uttasana. Half lift, gaze forward, lengthen the spine, and fold. Stepping back to plank pose, we're going to hold here in this plank, shoulders over wrists, legs firm. Shift forward, lower halfway down for Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog, Cobra is your option. Exhale back to down dog. On your next inhale, step the right foot forward, then the left. Lengthen the spine to your half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up with the strength in your back and bring the hands to the heart center. Again, inhale, reach up, swan dive and fold. Half lift, gaze forward, and fold. Stepping back to plank. Shifting forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. 3 deep breaths. On that next inhale, the left foot steps forward, then the right. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up strong, high mountain. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching up. Swan dive, fold forward. Half lift, gaze forward. Step or float back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Lifting the right leg, one leg dog. Stepping the foot forward, the back heel will spiral down. Find Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Take a moment here to square the hips. And then on that next breath, bring the hands down, step back to plank. Shift forward, chaturanga, keeping the back straight. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Begin to lift the left leg. Draw the knee through the chest. Back heel spirals down, Warrior 1. Find your pose. Taking the hands down to the mat, step back. Vinyasa through the half series. Hold in down dog. So we're trying to generate heat. Might be noticing your breath more. Connect with that breath. Begin to look forward, step or float, feet forward, half lift. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips, Utkatasana, chair pose. Hands to heart center. One more time through, sit back into chair pose. Swan dive, fold forward. Half lift, Ardha. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing, downward. Right leg sweeps up. Exhale, stepping forward, find Warrior 1. Bringing the hands back to the mat, step back for plank. Begin to flow through your half series or go to down dog. Lifting the left leg, stepping that foot forward, Warrior 1. Front knee over ankle. Bring the hands down to the mat, step back plank. Chaturanga. Upward and downward. Settle in. Find your stretch. Belly in. Hips lifted. Begin to look forward, step or float to the top and fold. Sit back into chair pose, reach your arms up. Hands to heart center. Bend your knees, hands to heart. We're going to come into chair pose. Bring your feet and knees together if they are not already. Keeping your back straight, take your breath in. As you exhale, take that left elbow out towards the right, then come back to center. All internal work. Exhale, squeeze to the other side, back to center. Exhale, twist, see if you can hook that elbow outside the knee into twisting chair. Holding here, step the left foot back. Twisting lunge. See if you can turn your gaze up. Taking the hands down to the mat, one leg dog. Lift that right leg up high. As you exhale, high plank. See if you can take that right knee over to the left elbow, twist. Lift right back up. Take it to the right elbow this time, or the right tricep. Lifting it back up. Squeeze, bring that knee through center, step the foot forward, warrior two. Turning the right palm up, reverse your warrior, stretch it out. Begin to lift up, coming into triangle pose. Choose to stay with that right arm. See if you can reach it out over your head. Palm faces the sky. Bringing that right bicep right by the ear. Rise up, reverse your triangle, stretch it out now. Circle all the way down to the mat. Hold here in this low lunge. Stepping the right foot back, side plank, stacking the feet, or going to supported side plank like we did in the warm-up. As we hold here, choose to stay or lift the top leg away from the right, challenging your balance, challenging your core. Coming back to plank pose, holding in plank. Looking slightly forward, keeping the back of that neck long. Shift forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Settle into your pose. Breathe. Begin to look forward, bring the feet to the hands. And fold. Dropping the hips into chair pose, arms up. Hands to the heart center. Keeping the hands at the heart, bend the knees. Heel toe them together if they are not already, back straight. Use your strength, nothing external yet. Rotate that right elbow over to the left knee. Come back to center. Twist to the other side. Come back to center. Twist, hook that right elbow outside that left knee. If you can, turn your gaze. Knees are together, hips stationary. Just turning your gaze down to the floor. Step the right foot back, twisting lunge. It's a big transition, take your time. Untwist, hands down. Left leg lifts up, one leg dog. Exhale, take that knee under the body to the right elbow. Inhale, lifting up. To the left elbow. One leg dog. Straight through center. Create space, step that foot forward. Warrior two. Left palm up, reverse warrior. Begin to lift, lengthen into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Staying or lifting that left arm right up by the ear, creating an L with your arms. Reverse triangle, reach it up. Circle, lifting that heel, low lunge. Step back, side plank. Choose to stack the feet. Keep them separated or knee down. Really feel that energy coming up through the arm. Push that mat away from you. Choose to stay or practice a little bit more balance. Lifting top leg away from bottom. I lost it. Come into plank pose. Holding. Breathe. Shaking is allowed, by the way. Breathe. Tell yourself, I am strong because you are. Breathe. Patience. Shift forward, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Taking the knees to the mat, sit back into child's pose. Reconnect with your intention. Reconnect with your breath. Begin to come up. We're going to bring our forearms to the mat, shoulders over elbows, and come into forearm plank, sometimes called dolphin plank in yoga. And we're going to do some dolphin lifts, but rather than moving the feet all the way into dolphin, you're going to squeeze and just lift the hips up and come back to where you started. Squeeze, lift, and down. Take your time, move at your own pace. So the feet stay stationary rather than move. Lift, back is straight, shoulders are down away from your ears. We're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Try holding in that lifted position. I know it may feel awkward with the legs all the way extended. Do your best. Now come forward into that forearm plank and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, smile, and 1. Drop the knees, sit it back to the child's pose, arms to your sides. Rest. Begin to come up. We're going to flip it over and have a seat. Working our way into boat pose. Back straight, shoulders down. Carefully roll to your back, knees to chest. Begin to extend both legs up. Reach your arms up. Let's bind our hands, except for the index fingers and the thumbs are crossed. Lift the shoulders. Drop the right leg. Rotate to the outside of that extended left leg. Come up to center. Switch sides. Breathe. Careful here not to hold your breath. Now we're going to start to double time. So come up to center and begin. Twist, twist, squeeze, squeeze. Keep the arms strong as well. Shoulders lifted. So if you needed, you could keep the knees bent and on the floor. Good, counting you down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to chest. Might be feeling a little bit of fire there. Let's take the feet down. Lift your hips up into a bridge pose. Drawing the shoulders together, down your back. Releasing the hips down, knees to chest. So we are going to do that one more time. And this time we're just going to start on the opposite side. So legs up, interlace hands, lift. Go over to that right side, drop the left leg. Practice patience on these holds, guys. You're doing great. Low back stays connected to the mat. Come back to center, switch and hold. Up to center, switch. Up to center, switch. Get rid of the center, double time. Rotate, rotate. Walking out your legs. The legs are strong, straight, toes pointed. Low back connected to the mat. Reach, 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 reach. 10 to go. 10, 9, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to chest. Beautiful job. Feet down, bridge pose. Press up. Release, hug knees to chest. Rock it up. Find boat pose. Take your time finding it. You're always welcome to extend the legs. I just personally don't feel like it today. You do you. And release, hug those knees, sit it up tall. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is find an inverted tabletop. So feet in line with the hips, fingers facing the feet. Press the hips up into tabletop. Hold. So I want you to feel the backside working. Now we're going to take it to the front. You do your best. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to keep your arms straight. You're going to see if you can bring the hips through. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lift like a crunch, and then lift back up. Try it with me. Lift and up. Belly crunch. Back strong. Front of the body. Back. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Release it. Roll out those wrists. All right, so sit it up tall. 1 more boat pose. So find boat. So the finale, the cherry on the top before we stretch it out, we are going to either choose to stay here, or we're gonna go low boat to high 10 times. Let's practice 10, we've done that before, all right? So ready, inhale, lengthen, low back to the mat, squeeze, lift up, back straight, down, and lift 8 more. You can always hold on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, don't let it go. Give me 1 more, and then hold boat, reach your arms up, extend the legs, stretch it out, forward fold. Beautiful job. Inhaling, exhale, stretch. How you doing? Hopefully you feel good. Now we're just going to take some time here to stretch it all out. Good. Come up. Let's take it back to our backs, right into a figure 4 stretch. So cross right ankle above left knee. Sorry, I forgot my right and left there for a second. Reach through. Grabbing onto the back of the thigh, or some of you might go up to the shins. Just want you to feel a nice stretch in that right hip. Releasing, and let's switch sides. Left over right, left foot is flexed, and stretch. Release into happy baby. Toes, ankles over knees, gently pull down. Bring the feet in, extend, We're gonna bring that right knee into the chest, gently pull down, take it into your spine twist. Keeping that right shoulder connected to the mat, maybe turning your gaze down that right arm. Coming to the back, switching sides, left knee pulls in, and twist. To the back, knees to chest. Begin to circle the ankles a few times, and then switch your direction. Begin to extend the legs, reach your arms over the head, full body stretch, lengthen it out. Then bring the arms to the sides, palms up, begin to separate your feet. Begin to relax, close your eyes. Let's spend just a moment or two in Shavasana. So you are welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. If you want to hit that pause button. If you're with me, just begin to add gentle movement to the hands and feet. And when you're ready, soften the knees, roll to your right side. Pause. You did amazing. Tell yourself that. Speak kindly to yourself. Then help yourself up to have a seat on your mat. I truly believe it. You did amazing. Let's reach the arms up over the head, bringing the hands together, prayer at our heart. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for class. Have a blessed day, and I hope to see you again soon.